And hello, everyone, lovely people. We are live. Myself and Apius, and important question of the day for people. Can you hear Apius? So Apius, say some words. So also hey Alfred. So can anyone watching, can anyone hear him? And oh no, they can't hear you, which is bummer. Well, while we only have two people, let me try to fix that real quick, as quickly as possible. I truly don't know what's like. It's literally exactly the same settings that we had from last time. So that's why I'm so confused as to why it's not working. Let me try this. Okay, Apius, continue. Say words. You're okay. Chill. You're alright. You're alright. I'm so confused as to why it's not. Let me try. Okay.
Something.
Yes, you're back.
Waiting for it.
I think that's working. They should be able to hear you now.
Woo! Okay, can everyone? Okay, I was reciting beautiful poetry both times, and certainly not forgetting the words.
They should be able to hear you. And let me know, guys, if either one of us is too loud, because I can quickly just mute it in OBS. So let's just go onwards.
All right.
Hooray! Alfred can hear. Alfred, how are you doing? How's your day going? Let us return to this weird area and try to figure it out. Also, welcome to the other people. Sorry, go on.
No, I get the feeling that we got most of the stuff, because remember we had to travel through all of these worlds and get handprints basically, and then it would open up that door in the garden level. I think is what that first main storyline was, but
yeah,
let's go in and see what's
yeah, let's have a look.
Oh wait a minute, yeah, we've been here.
But yeah, glad to
Let me
hear.
see. I can't think of anything.
Anyone having any?
I can't think of anything interesting.
Anyone in chat have any interesting weekend plans? Anyone doing anything fun? So what I sorry to be talking over you, Apius. What I did today. So I've been working on a translation of a game, which I'm going to be showing off on stream just as soon as I have finished it. And it's my favorite game, Arx Fatalis. I already have a small video demonstrating it a bit on stream. But basically it's going to be done very soon. So I'm going to do videos like playing through it and using it as an opportunity to teach the Gothic language, because I've been translating the game into Gothic, so I can be like, yo, let's play a game in Gothic and have some fun. So I'm very excited about that.
It's very...
Sorry.
Very exciting.
Yeah, because what is it? So what I've been doing thus far is what I call a literary translation. So what it is if you imagine you go into the world and you play in the game, it's as if when you go into the world, they're speaking to you like audio is in English, but the literary language, when they write stuff down, they're writing in Gothic. So, Alfred, the game is called Arx Fatalis. ARX and then Fatal and then IS. That's literally how it is. Hey Vaughn, how you doing? Hope you're doing well.
Yeah, it's a good game, an RPG. It's from I want to say the early 2000s. Does that sound right?
I think so. Maybe even later.
And the premise is like this underground world, like the upper world was destroyed in an apocalypse or something, and everyone's living but it's still like a fantasy type world, and they're all living in caves and stuff. Am I remembering that right?
Yeah, so basically, and yeah, it's on Steam, guys. You can, it's quite cheap now. You can buy it. So yeah, the premise of the world is that the world's sun died, and obviously the temperature plummeted, so everybody had to go underground. And it's high fantasy general stuff. So you got humans, goblins, trolls, and stuff all living together in these caves under the ground, and they can sustain themselves by with this sort of magical agriculture, which creates all sorts of political intrigue because obviously the people who control this magical agriculture, they have a lot of political power. So it's really interesting. Alfred is addicted to Red Dead Redemption 2. That's one of the zombie ones, isn't it? Sounds quite fun. But yeah. Speaking of zombies, has anyone
That
ever played one of those games? My sister told me about this. It's like a running app, and
the
you know the one, Apius. Are you still connected or?
was what's it called?
Oh goodness! See, I don't know the name of the app.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you. You
One, two,
sound
la
like
la.
you
La.
sound like you're cutting in and out a little bit. Um, right, get out of here, train.
Yeah, that's happened with you a little bit. Okay, so you can hear me now, right?
Yeah, I can hear you now.
No,
Also,
she can't.
guys, absolutely.
Um,
No, Happy, I can
okay.
hear you. What's going on? And also, guys, yeah, it's absolutely okay to be addicted to gaming. Here's some actual tea, right? So I was like really addicted to World of Warcraft as a teenager, and it did me some good. Like I learned to touch type faster than most people can speak because of World of Warcraft, because you know I was typing a lot. I also learned like basic Danish because my guild was all Danes. So, you know, I've gained a lot of things that have stayed with me. And also I got like determination and focus on a single task, you know? Um, really good stuff. Oh,
Yeah,
open world. Yeah.
controversial, yeah, but as far as things to be addicted to, it's a relatively minor one.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know if you've seen the documentary Second Skin.
No, sounds
It,
good.
it's amazing as a documentary. So it's a documentary about computer game addiction and also the sociology of games. So one of the things that one of the sociologists said in the documentary, which I found absolutely fascinating, is that sex workers often like are more likely to enjoy massive multiplayer online role-playing games than people in other professions. And the explanation they gave, let me see if the top light works better, is because sex workers have often had, you know, they've been short shrifted in life, they've had a hard time. And these games are entirely egalitarian. Like, you really do succeed or fail on your own merits. If you work hard, you'll succeed. And that appeals to them. Minecraft is really similar. Thought Slime on YouTube has a video about how Minecraft is basically like capitalism, but actually working as libertarians think it should work. It's really, really interesting.
Yeah, so two things. Number one, what I'm hearing you say is that when you're in an online game and you call a female player a whore, you may be being accurate rather than being. um, and secondly, yeah, there was this really good server. I think that it is still up. It's changed radically on Minecraft called Civcraft. It was very popular, CIV, and it was really weird. It had a couple of minor modifications to it so that you couldn't really easily get all of the supplies that you needed to build things and survive and do stuff. So people would have to work together, and all of these really weird fucking things ended up happening. It was like a sociology experiment, and people, like, all these different forms of governments and communities and stuff ended up springing
Mm.
up. You also had like people who didn't want to work together in the same way and became like raiders trying to attack people, so you needed like governments to defend against them, and like it was very interesting. Was I cutting out there?
No, no, you're not. I was just reading comments. Alf, it's definitely true that there's like
Belly.
a lot of interesting stuff with how like communities form in online spaces, especially like online games where you have like a virtual avatar and such. There's this dude who wrote a really fascinating video essay about why everyone is a girl in this Goodness, I think it's called VR chat. It's just one of these ones where you can go in and you can make a virtual avatar for yourself and all this lot. Also, I think we're meant to be able to get down there, I think, at some point, somehow. So we need to figure that
You think
out.
so?
I think so. Um,
Hmm.
yeah.
Boy, this one is a not an easy one. Okay, my guess. Here's my guess, Bella,
Okay.
is that logically we must need to progress through this somehow. And I think that all of that brown, yucky water, uh, there's got to be some way to lower that so that we can walk forward and keep going, into the next. In fact, turn around and see if you can see an open door in the other direction.
I don't think it's a matter of an open door, but
There,
notice, look, so these two
there
turbines,
is, right?
I think they are, I think they're, look, do you remember that diagram on the inside? I think whatever this is, it powers those diagrams, if that makes sense. Sorry, hang on.
Y
So you saw those turbines
what
moving.
powers it?
That computer thing down there. You see? This one.
Well, actually, the screen froze, but
Oh, sorry.
um,
This one
yeah,
here.
it's
Yeah, I think.
hmm.
So this one was not moving. So I think if we can somehow get that,
Okay, there we go. I see it now.
yeah.
Yeah, so it's those things, but yeah, it's clearly connected to those things. I'm just trying to figure out. Um, my guess is that maybe you like when all this is completed, you turn on like a pump or something, and then that drains the water, or because there's got to be something we're working towards, and I'm not sure what it is at this
Oh
moment.
my gosh, hang on. Those are all on. Those are all doing the thing now. So let's go and see if that's changed anything. Yes, it
Good
has.
idea.
Look, they're both turning now. So that's done something.
Yeah, yeah. So
Oh
those
my God, we're
doing
actually
that,
we're actually
and
figure. Well, oh look, they're all turning. Maybe we now go back down and see if
well,
there's.
I'm not sure.
Oh, sorry. Are you
Yeah.
not seeing it
Oh, wait, stop it. No, I can see it. And look up above the doorway.
above the doorway?
Okay, so those things, yeah, you see those big pipes? Those are the next step. We want to get those doing pumping water, whatever, up there. Because remember, we can go to different like parts of that diagram.
True, true. Yeah. Okay, let's go down and see.
Hmm. Well, let's see.
Okay.
Oh yeah, yeah, online games and stuff is what we were talking about. Um, yeah, I haven't had a huge amount of experience with online and massively multiplayer ones, but it's a fascinating field. You see a lot of you know, what I hear from some people is that there's a big with those and role-playing games. There's a big thing among trans people that it's a convenient way to, present yourself in a pseudo-social setting as whatever gender you would prefer to identify as if you can't do it in real life.
Oh yeah.
And that's always been an interesting topic.
Oh yeah. I full on did. It was one of these things where um like I in hindsight, it feels really stupid I was in denial. I used to hate playing as a guy in games. I always used to play as a girl in these games. And I, I used to pretend I was like a cis girl, like when I was playing online. And okay, so really like funny story about this. So the guy who taught me Danish on the Danish server, awesome dude. We're still friends to this day. Like, so he's like basically my oldest friend that I've stayed in touch with. It's crazy. Um, I I told him and all the others that I was a girl at first, and then at some point there was this big like revelation. No, I'm just a guy. Or, just a guy. And I don't know how it came up or why. I think it was like he wanted a pic of me or something. And I was like, yeah, Vaughn, exactly. We are an online community, like a small. I do like being a small channel that I can literally have conversation. I can respond to you guys in real time. It can be a small community. I really do enjoy that. But yeah, no. So this guy, we were sort of a bit flirty. And then he came out that I was a guy. He got like really mad about it, but we still stayed friends. Um, he turned out to be gay.
Oh,
So
well,
yeah. Well, okay, so he's gay with like this one exception. Namely that he's like recently met this Norwegian woman who's like really into. I don't know if he's like sexually into her, but yeah, he's really into her. And he's really confused about what it means and such. But he's just having fun, going where it goes. And because I think
that's interesting.
there can definitely be exceptions. You know, you can be straight, lesbian, or whatever, and have like the one exception. Um,
Hmm.
I'm gonna try going
Uh,
down and see if anything has changed.
what was I gonna?
You were talking about online, like representing yourself in an online game.
Yeah, 1 second.
Okay. Not gonna lie, I'm not gonna pat myself on the back for having figured out that, like, um, having figured out that turbine thing. Feel proud. Right. I wonder. No, I don't want to turn that off. I want to keep going. Yeah, Vaughn, it's all connected, so I don't want to turn anything off just in case I like mess it all up and have to start over again. Um, all right. So,
Sorry about that. My mom was gonna fall off a ladder because she's crazy. But
oh
anyways,
goodness. Wow. Well,
um,
I'm glad she hasn't fallen. I'm glad that
mhm,
yeah, your mother is still intact.
mhm. So what's the status on these? Did we are you going back the way that you were before?
I'm legitimately just like wandering around trying to see if anything else has changed and if there's anything new for me to push or pull.
Ah,
Um,
idea. Have we checked if there's anyone else online right now?
that's a good question. Let's do that. Um, can I check on here? Yeah, Prad is
Yeah, one of
online.
my great. One of the few online games I played was early on. Um, it was probably like the early 2000s. I played this game called Graal. I don't know if it's still around. It was Graal,
Uh-huh.
and it was literally like this like copyright infringement type things where they took all of these assets from Zelda: A Link to the Past. The was that the one? Yeah, the Super Nintendo game, and just took all of these different art and assets from it and turned it into an online game. And I'm sure that they had to change it eventually because of lawsuit things. But that was kind of a weird one, and
Mm.
I was in it for a little bit.
Okay,
Yeah.
let's go to the hub and see if we can find any other players to help us. A second life, yeah, exactly, Vaughn. Yeah, they talked about how you can sort of get sucked into it. It becomes an alternate life. I definitely understand the appeal of that.
I remember that this friend of mine showed me the video game Second Life, and he made his character look exactly like Charlie Chaplin, and like there's weird things in that game where people will like, um, speaking of sex workers and stuff, they'll like dance on like their avatar will like dance on poles and stuff, and people will like give them fake money and things, and he was like just going up and pestering all of them, like she was like, oh, it's 100 gold for this, and he's like, that's not how Charlie works. For Charlie to watch, you pay him, and he like spin his cane and waddle off. But yeah.
I love that. Oh my gosh,
Mhm.
it's the same two people from yesterday.
They never left.
That's true. They were there. What? What? It,
What the fuck? They
you
saw you
guys
coming and disappeared,
did.
or were those ghosts?
You guys also saw. I think like they were about to go, and so they just happened to press their books at the same time. That's so weird. Let's see if anyone
Man,
else
this is
is.
turning into a horror game.
So there was one of these public worlds with 16 players on, but I didn't know if that was an event, so I didn't want to interrupt them.
No,
Um,
check. I mean, they do things on uh, uh on the Saturdays around this time.
oh, that's
So
true. They have a schedule. They have a schedule.
Mhm.
You will meet other explorers. As you explore, feel free to chat with them and make new buddies. A good place to meet is at the courtyard by going to city locations listed. Oh my goodness. Those are emotes. Okay, we know the deal.
Dance. Don't forget to dance when you see them.
Oh, I will dance. Let me do a dance now.
Control 4.
Oh yeah, control 4.
That's what they said, I
Dance.
think.
Can I dance? I'm dancing. Look at this. Oh my god, what kind
Oh
of
yeah.
dance is that? That's a weird dance. I'm kind of here for it though.
No. Oh yeah. There we go. Oh, she mixes it up.
Oh, yeah, having fun, having fun. Um, Superlative. Okay. Um, right. Shit. Right. Okay, if you need help, please come back between 13:45 p.m. and 2:15 p.m. KI time. Some will be there Monday and Saturday, except Thursday. You will meet other explorers who explore. Feel free to chat with them and make new buddies. A good place to meet is at the courtyard by going to city locations listed in the Nexus. Okay. I don't
Okay.
know. Should we try and find
Oh
someone?
yeah.
I
Try
don't
find
know.
the whatever it is, the place that has 16 people in it. Is it this server or?
I mean, so our one buddy Prad is online. Um, so maybe we could.
Yeah, he'll vouch for us if we go to it. It might be the all guild meeting. They do that like no no I this is probably a specific guild.
Well, yeah. Right
But we'll
now,
see.
right now we're in the Guild of Greeters Hood, and oh my God, someone kicked the ball over here. What? Um. Okay.
Great.
Let's go. Okay. Right. Let's go back to the thing. And so Alfred is talking about the Japanese guys who don't leave their rooms and just play games all day. Yeah, yeah. I mean, I have a friend in the UK who does that. He's a bit of a different matter, I suppose. I mean, he literally just like is too lazy to get a job and doesn't want to. So it's like, and also he's too lazy to do like a creative project and stick to it. So he's just like, oh, I'll play games all day, and like sometimes I know
Yeah.
I'm being fully like mean girls to this guy, but
Uh,
anyone who knows him like also feels this way. So whatever, like he'll just be like, "Oh, it would be so good if I did this project. Oh, I've got this idea for a creative project I'm going to do," and he never does it. Like he does like the first chapter of a novel and then gives up, or a plan for a novel and gives up. It's all embarrassing. IMO.
yeah, this is hitting a little bit close to home for me, but
Oh,
considering all the projects I haven't.
mea maxima culpa.
But
It's like
yeah,
one of these times, and this is one of the reasons I don't allow kids in my server. I can't be dealing with this because this dude turned out to be a kid, and like I wouldn't have judged him that harshly if I'd known he was a shit.
well,
Yep,
you
there we go.
dance.
Hello.
Let me show you the dance of my people. Do you have sirens in the background?
Yeah, sorry.
See what Bella is saying here. Is there an event going on right now? Sorry if there is. I don't want to intrude. Investigatrix waves hello. Uh, you know what was probably a good show, a good anime that never that I didn't really watch the whole thing, but it seems like it was good. Was that Dot Hack show about this? It starts off as kind of it's related to this online stuff. it's set in an online game, and it starts off with kind of this mystery. There's this person in the game who doesn't seem to it's like a virtual reality one. Um, and and this person, this guy, I think it is in the game, doesn't have any memories or know what stuff. And as they meet people in the game, they notice that that person has not logged out at any point in the past like weeks, and it becomes this kind of mystery as to how this person seems to be like trapped in the game and who they are and stuff like that. But what's interesting is eventually, I think what happens is that it is later revealed that, oh, here we go.
It's story night, apparently.
Oh boy,
Do you guys want to sit in on a story?
desperately.
Desperately, right? Let's see what's going on.
It
Appius, you
was a
can read
mystical
out the
place
story.
filled
Oh,
with
Good idea.
supernatural entities,
Anyways, the punchline
visions,
is that the
and spirits.
real world person turns out to be a
Like all
girl
of
who's using a
Catherine's
male
works of
avatar,
art,
and
this
she already
first
like
book was section
found
based
some
on a dream.
girl in there
It
who she
doesn't quite
liked, and it was a
feel
whole
like any
thing, and it
age written
becomes
by
complicated. But
atheists,
anyways,
Appius,
mystics, and any other divinity.
slight problem. So the stories are being read aloud, like audio.
Upon entering, one finds himself
oh,
inside of a
So
cave
I don't. This
from
may
where
not
a
work for
labyrinthine path
you.
guides the
Goodness.
traveler through
Let
a
me see if I
forest of
can find an
tree-shaped rocks.
alternative solution. Ooh, I might have an idea because I'm a freaking
Other features of
genius.
this area
Um,
include spore-producing willow-like trees,
am I a genius?
geysers
That's
of
a good
soap
question. Oh,
bubbles,
you know what?
and flowers
Like,
that drop a kind of
yeah. Hold on. Appius.
incandescent sap.
those
Oh
people are
wait,
discussing fungus in
There
the
are also
text.
some clearings dedicated
I'm
to
just
the
confused.
elemental spirits that reside there. The fire spirit,
Appius, I'm gonna hang up the call
clearing
with you.
surrounded by
Pop into my
ever-burning rocks.
server and I'll try it on there
The
again. We'll
water
see if that
spirit,
works. You guys on stream,
found
it
in
won't affect
circular
you
pools
guys.
of water. And the air spirit, found in clearings circled by stones. Also, one will find mechanisms that are related to the water flow through this part of the age.
No, Appius, stream sound apparently still won't be available,
Beyond the
so
stone
it's like
forest, there is a
we may
courtyard
just
where a
have to
Serenian butterfly,
go
a
somewhere
large,
else.
translucent butterfly-like insect,
Oh, well, I feel bad for
keeps
dragging
flying
down
around,
the
like
thing.
some
What type of
shiny
story are
fish
they telling?
being
You're
regularly
okay.
fed
Hold
by
on.
one of the protectors. Here, it is also possible to find the dream room,
It sort of
where the
sounds like a
protectors
story about
dream to get in
worlds,
contact with
like
the
about
deceased
alternate
ancestor.
worlds, which is
Mm-mm.
a bummer because that sounds really fun. Buddies. I'm gonna see if I can add him as a buddy. By which I mean I want to see if I can add him as a buddy. Um, investigate
Place
things.
where a non-protector person who needs to dream is taken.
Let's see.
According
Can you
to the
say in
Serenian
voice chat
legend,
like
many lifetimes ago,
uh
a child from the village.
I don't know, what would something really obnoxious be?
No,
Like
dude.
just yell
Like,
out.
dude. What? Like, no. Stop. We're not going to like. I get you, but no. Um. Oh yes, buddies. Okay.
Online names are so good. Thor Ham, uh, Shiny Joe,
Yeah.
Cave Woman.
Shit. I'm really hoping and praying that they didn't hear it because the thing is, my I need to reassign my touch to speak button because I don't want to accidentally you know let them hear me. So push to talk. Oh, it's tab. Oh, that's fine then. They can't hear me. That's good. Paha, sit. God damn it! I don't want to draw attention to myself. But given all of this, Apius, I feel like I want to attend story time, but I don't. It might be very boring for people, and also because you can't hear. So
Well, I could. Yeah, don't worry about me. I'm happy. But see what the people in the chat want. They can either listen or we can go explore or whatever.
Yeah, okay, I'll give that to you guys as an option. Um, yeah, guys in chat, the 7 of you watching, do you want to listen to this story, which I'll move closer so we can hear, or do you want to explore? And I can't hear his story, truth be told, which is stupid.
That's a picture from that Jesus manga we were talking about last time. Oh
If
wait,
you
I don't know if it's on screen, but it
it's
is
not on
for me.
stream. No, it's not on stream because what I'm doing for you is I'm just in my Discord server sharing the whole screen. Because I can't it doesn't pick up Myst as an application, so I need to try settings, audio settings. Oh, is that ambient sounds, enable voice chat microphone. I'm confused honestly as to what's going on. Resume. He must be talking right now, but I can't hear a thing. Oh, god damn it.
In chat, just say "speak up." Boom.
The chat is saying that they can't hear these people, so we can do what we like.
Oh, okay.
Which is fair. It's very, very fair and valid. Um, oh, so
When did the word "valid" become like a big like? Because it wasn't at one point, and now you hear it all the time. Usually amongst the LGBTs, like that's valid.
well, yeah, but okay. So if you think about it, it's because like in broader society, if you're LGBT, you don't really get a lot of validation. Like a lot of the whole point of this stuff is people telling you that you're not valid.
Hmm.
So yeah, people being like, "You're valid. You're okay. You're not a problem," kind of thing.
Well, that makes sense. Whoa, look at that beach ball.
I
Look at
know
all of the security it has around it.
it's quarantined. Vaughn, no, listening to it won't help solve clues. We're just gonna go back and try to crack that puzzle on our own. You guys can all help. You guys pool your intelligence, and we'll try to figure it
Good.
out. Yeah, it takes a village.
Let's see. Oh, and feel free to bring up any sort of uh, controversial or weird or unusual topics that you all are interested in, because we got nothing today. I can't think of anything.
I mean, people don't need to talk about controversial things. You can talk about just like chill life things.
Could, but probably won't. Um,
I mean, it's
I was.
true.
I always feel bad that you're so productive in doing things, because today's my one of my days off, and I really have not done anything. I've just laid around and relaxed and you know
So this is something
not
that
even reading or anything.
but this is something that I need to sort of drive home because it's something I'm bad at. Is that I don't know the amount that I work is not healthy. It's a sort of habit I picked up from a very toxic undergrad environment, and it's a university that literally sort of people get mental health issues from going there. Like it's not good,
Hmm.
and just because I live this way doesn't mean that other
Prager
people should.
University.
I avoid saying it because like people from science community get really pissy about it, like oh fucking bitch went to Oxford kind of thing.
Yeah. No, I thought, but you saying that people who go there get mental health issues, and I was like, yeah, Prager U is where you went.
Oh my god, Alfred is going to see the hedgehogs in the garden. Oh my god, I'm so jealous. I wish I had hedgehogs in the
Oh my
garden.
god,
Hedgehogs are
fucking
so
adorable! I
cute.
love hedgehogs.
And the fun thing about hedgehogs, they have like for some reason there's like 5 different words for them in Latin. Um, they're
Oh,
they're adorable, yeah. Um,
no, we don't have any in the U.S., but we do have let me see, possums and raccoons. Those are cool.
they are very cool. I
Just as
love.
far as species that are unique to here or there.
Yeah. Okay, so I think what I feel like what happens is that when we solve the puzzles in there, you guys see that like train line over there? I think what happens is that it lets another train go out of there. And actually, you know what? Because you know how the bridge actually is broken. I feel like if we solve the puzzles, the bridges just fix themselves stupidly, which is not valid, but whatever.
I don't see that happening. The because yeah, I'm trying to yeah, okay, so here's a hot tip if anyone gets into the puzzle video game design stuff. Um, like make it clear what problem you're solving from the start. And that's not necessarily something that Myst has like ever been good at. Um, the entire Myst series. Uh, you like here I'm not 100% clear what our well, certainly what we're working on has to be with those turbines there. I just don't know what is involved in them. Um, and I don't know why we're doing it either. Like, yeah, it's very mysterious.
Okay, so let's do the magic of sending that away again. Um,
Hmm.
and go back and try and solve these things. Okay, so that's doing its thing. Magical.
Okay. All right. Here's what I'm gonna do. You entertain the folks. I'm gonna go try and look online if there's anything related. We don't know the name of the sage, and in fact, I honestly don't know how anyone knows the names of different ages in this because they don't tell you.
No.
But I'm gonna look for stuff related to like train or monorail
Mm,
and this and see if we get it. I'll be
that
right back.
that would be very helpful. And also, guys, if any of you in the chat have any ideas for like how we actually solve this puzzle, let me know. Because you guys are like basically in exactly the same position as Apius, except that you're not on call. And by the way, if any of you happen to be in my Discord server, you can come on call because I am right now connected in my Discord server. So if someone wants to come on and have a chat, they can do. I'm often on my server chilling because in the Gothic language server that I'm very active in, it's really nice as a community space. Like we so often just we're all like on voice chat, but we're not even talking all the time. We're just like doing our studies or our homework or relaxing or whatever. And if someone has something to say, we, you know, pop in and say it. And it's just a really nice, relaxing, we're a community kind of thing. Goose. So, in terms of what's going on in this game, this is a game where you progress by solving certain puzzles, and in this particular game, the way you solve the puzzle is by you have to put your hand on a bunch of these handprints, and there was one. There was a handprint here. I don't know where it's gone. It's really bizarre, but we'll hopefully find one in a second. And you have to do various things to unlock different areas where the other handprints are. So if I go over there, presumably there's going to be a handprint in one of these areas. Oh, like here's one, for instance. So here's a handprint, and we put our hand on it, and that like logs it to our soul, so our character remembers that it's touched this handprint. And we have to get to other areas where there are more handprints that we can touch and whatnot. And you get to those other areas by solving puzzles.
Uh,
Oh wow, Vaughn. Good luck trying to sell your
okay.
house. Um, I hope it goes
Oh,
well. Okay. Let's try getting in here. Cause I
now
think this might be it.
apostrophe CANA. Um,
Because I think this is something that I wasn't doing the first time.
what?
Was going through here, and also I'm going to.
But
Oh wait, no, that's not going to work. That I literally have run into a dead end. God damn it!
Yeah, I've seen that opening before, and I know we went down it, but I
So can I
forgot
do
that down it.
two?
Something's gonna happen. Maybe we're gonna open up that valve or whatever, and we'll be able to go through.
Oh, hold
Uh,
on.
but yeah, let me check to see more stuff about this age.
Hopefully. Right. Let's go. Goodness. I should get used to like doing what Riley Grace Rojong does and just laying out politics or having very intense debates while she's playing games. That's a good question, Vaughan. Will if I push the wrong button, will the valley flood? I don't know. Okay, so usually there's water over there, right? There's water ahead, and in other levels of this game, if there's water and say there's a ladder going in, you literally just like can't get off the ladder. Like you're not allowed to wade in water. At least not in some areas. So I don't think it's about flooding. Um
Yeah, it's
I
weird because we were able to wade water in other ones, but here it's just kind of icky.
Yeah. Also, hey working class.
Can
I hope yeah, I'm good. I hope you're doing well as well. Um yeah, okay, so guys, this I don't I mean they're all moving. They've got so what can they be doing? I'm just so confused as to what they actually meant to do. Any ideas, Apius? Did you happen to
don't
find anything?
was that? Did you say something?
No, I was
You know,
talking.
you would think so, but not related to this place. Apparently, it was created by the Dunny to create high.
It was created by the need to create high what? Sorry? Appius is cutting out. Oh no. Eheu. Amigos meus, a best. Quia conexio. Quia connexionem. Yes. Quia connexionem
Okay, how about now?
inergalem. How amit. Now you're fine. You're back.
Um, yeah, so I'm still researching to try and figure out what the stuff is related to the puzzles. This is really weird because there's virtually no information online about the later parts of this game. Like the early parts that we were doing originally were included in Uru, which was the single player release of this originally, and so those have guides to them. But this doesn't yet. So but give me 1 second. Entertain the folks for me. Talk about uh, uh, what's something that you like. Talk about
They're talking about
paleography.
hedgehogs. They're talking about hedgehogs right now. I'm very interested to
Oh,
hear about these hedgehogs. Alfred, are these hedgehogs that like you just have when they regularly visit your garden? Because that sounds like the most adorable thing, and I'm very jealous if that's the case. I want to like steal your hedgehogs. Right. See, Vaughn, you see with the water, like we literally just aren't allowed to go into the water. But my suspicion is it looks like this bridge is broken. But I think that if we solve the puzzle, it just like fixes itself and then we can go across. I think that's what's going on. I do not know. Oh my god, you guys feed the hedgehogs. That's so cute. Oh, that's lovely. That's really lovely. What do they eat? What do hedgehogs eat? It's like carrots and stuff. Quid faciendum? That's worrying. Wait. This one doesn't have the button to recall the train, so I think it's on the other side. Oh my god. The year before, we had to take care of one to the hedgehog hospital. If they're underweight before winter, they can die, and they are endangered. Oh man. So are these like basically sort of semi-wild? So they come to your garden and you sort of give them food there, but they're not your pets. Okay, let's go. Also, yeah, absolutely. Thumbs up to Alfred on taking care of those hedgehogs.
Can you hear me?
Yes, I can hear you now.
Yeah, I have no idea. I've found sites that give intricate lore regarding the background of this area. Something that's kind of interesting is the what is it? Is that this is one of many places in Myst where it's not explicitly said what the purpose of it was, but people have pieced together based on remember those weird like circular things that you saw in kind of a circle there. I think there were three of them. Those clearly look like like millstones, and it's like a granary, thing for delivering stuff there. And they've kind of pieced together what this thing is exactly. For those curious, Bella is trying to look up on her own which ones. I personally don't have a lot of faith in it, but it could be. This was a later addition for one thing. This is part of some like quest line, I think, called Path of the Shell. I think that was added after the fact, so it might not be in this guide for Uru. Um, it's some quest that I think Yisha originally gave you, but they altered that. Yisha is this old lady. She is Atris's daughter. Atris was a major character in the first few games in the series. But yeah, um, let's see. While Bella is looking at this, I'm going to recite some poetry so as not to
So
distract her.
looking through the walkthrough, or looking, yeah, you're right. There aren't walkthroughs for Myst Online, and I don't think this is actually in. I don't think this level was actually one of the original ones, if that makes sense. I think
Yeah,
this
that's
was,
what I've
yeah.
heard later.
God damn it. So we have no way of getting. Okay, so I've made
Hey,
a sort
we're
of I've
smart.
made a
Maybe.
breakthrough in understanding. Yeah.
Hmm.
You keep cutting out, Apius. I might we might try going back to just a regular Discord
Hello?
call between the two of us. I don't think it's going.
Uh, well, things getting a little bit weird with the stream. Try saying something.
Hello, greetings, hi.
Can
Um,
you hear me?
you're cutting out a lot, basically, Apius. Um, okay, okay, based in this area, based on the fact that there's
Yeah,
no
you too. Okay. Well,
let
maybe
hold on,
it'll be better now.
it might be better now, but we can try just like it might be easier in a one-to-one call than in my Discord. I don't know. Um, let's try that. Let's try going back to one-on-one. And apologies to everyone for like the stupid technical faffing that we've had going on. Um, Curious question, Alpha, because if you cut a hole in your shed, in your garden fence to let animals in, does that not also let sort of mice and stuff in. Okay, so we're here. Hmm. Wait. Wait, but then there's nothing. Is there anything to do over there? I don't think so.
Hello, can you hear me?
We can hear you, yes.
Okay, great. Yeah, so all right. I can tell you this. The next step that we're supposed to be doing, it's obviously got to be um in that control room. There's some combination of those little control things that we're doing that will make something happen. That's just based on adventure game logic. Uh, that must be it.
Okay, let's go back there then and try that. Oh my gosh,
So we
Alfred, do you
got
like... Go on.
no. I'm curious. What is Alfred like?
Alfred said he likes mice, and I'm like, I have murophobia. That sounds like an absolute nightmare for me.
Oh, I love mice. Mice and rats. They're very cute.
Oh God, okay. I get scared.
Oh, yeah. They're little fuzzy boys. The rats in particular can be kind of trained. They're very smart. They're like pocket dogs.
Pocket dogs.
But yeah.
Yeah,
hmm
I hear you.
Um, yeah, and as people in the stream may or may not know, I'm a big fan of snails. I have a lot of snails currently.
That's true. Tell them about your snail collection.
Well, so I got interested in mushrooms a while back, and it's kind of fun searching for them and stuff after it rains. And whenever you're looking for mushrooms, because they're eaten by snails, there's always these happy little snails like hanging around nearby. And I started picking them up and putting them in this terrarium that I have at home. And a lot of them are just teeny tiny ones I found, but I'd say I have five ones like a uh, probably like a bigger than a quarter. I guess I don't know what the hell you guys use over there. It's bigger than a quid coin. I guess I don't know, but uh, but yeah, they and they're just very nice. They like to they have little personalities. Maybe I'm projecting on them, but they when you put two of them in the same area, they'll like crawl on one another, and it's very common for one to be riding on another's shell, for instance. Um, so yeah, it's very nice, and I'll tell you why they're good. They make good beginner pets because they don't make noise. They are easy to care for, and um, and they're little cutie pies.
That is fair enough. Do they not make mess
Hmm.
though with the slime?
I suppose so, but it's good for your skin. So, I'll let them walk around on my hand and stuff.
I did not know it was good for your skin. Wow.
Yeah, there are companies that harvest snail slime, believe it or not, and sell it for skin products.
Hmm.
But there's not a good word for how snails and slugs move because they don't crawl, really, in my opinion. They don't um, slither, really. That's more of a snake type thing. Maybe squirm. They kind of squirm along. Where are you going, Bella?
I was thinking of just going back outside, and I don't
No,
even.
it's
Hmm.
trust me.
Okay.
The based on adventure game logic, we need to do something in that control room.
All right. Let's go back to the control room.
The what is it? Um, yeah, I'd be curious to see if you were interested in other adventure games. They're very different from these, but I was just watching a little bit of this playthrough of Space Quest 5, and that's a very humorous, funny one. I remember playing Space Quest 4 when I was a kid and with my dad, and it was just hysterically funny at the time. It has this weird time travel mechanic where you go around, you see, like, they go forward in time to like Space Quest 10, and they like just make up what that future game is gonna be about. Um, but yeah, uh, but yeah, normal adventure games are a bit different than these. They have usually usually third person perspective. You're walking around, and I think I've described it before as you pick up random objects all around you and just rub them against things until you figure out what what does stuff. And adventure games are kind of a bad um, perpetrator of that thing I said before of not telling you explicitly what it is that you're going to that you're trying to do. So you just kind of stumble your way through until you accidentally figure it out. Oh, yeah, I always confuse. So when that leaves, what's the part that opens up? Bella, are you there?
I'm muted like an idiot.
Oy vey.
Let us. Yeah, I'll try and go back to the control room now. Um, who, do you remember when we first found Person and he was like, "You have to have a lot of patience with this game." I'm feeling it. Like you need to have
Yeah,
patience. Um,
that's fair. That's valid.
Also, yeah, good evening, Stim, because Stim has just joined. Um, Also, Jim, sorry, yeah, sorry, no, Jack, you're absolutely right. Rats are freaking awful. Um, I've heard that some of them can just chew through concrete, which is not okay. Um,
Yeah,
because
the
just
old.
oh, go on.
Maybe I shouldn't mention this because it'll like feed into your phobia. But the old legend and it pops up in Game of Thrones, is that people would be tortured by putting a rat in a bucket and then putting it on their chest or stomach and lighting a torch underneath it, and the rat would try to go away from the heat and would start biting and trying to burrow into the person's like chest. But yeah,
Oh, somebody's saying there are walkthroughs for this Myst Online Uru Live walkthrough. Okay, let me search for that real quick.
good
Um,
idea.
Myst Online, uh, Online Uru Live walkthrough.
But yeah, I think that in the meantime, I'm not going to let Bella's anti-rat
YouTube.
propaganda stop us from talking about how cute and sweet they are.
Oh my god, wait, yeah, I think we found it, right. So,
Oh, that would be good. Yeah, the one that you're looking for is Urkana
Arcana,
or
okay.
Urkana. I don't know. They
Arcana.
love using apostrophes in Dunny for apostrophes that are not seemingly pronounced. But yeah,
Huh, okay. Let me say all walkthroughs, Miss 5 Omega Sun, NASA.
I,
Um, Apologies everyone for the delay in while I'm trying to
I,
find this bloody thing. Miss
uh,
Miss Euro online walkthrough. Um, is that the one? I think this may be the one. Fifth journey, sixth journey. Yes. Oh my gosh, we got it. Um, and also I can just look for Xandis because Xandis will help us through this. Nice.
okay, maybe my.
Hmm. Taking too long. Um. Pull the lever.
Just think.
Test. You're okay. You're there. Um. Oh, I'm going to lose my mind. Tasha zu Vachel. I don't suppose you have a link to the walkthrough. I'm gonna have a look in the Mist Discord server and see if I can find it. Because I can see walkthroughs on YouTube, but obviously I don't have time to be watching like a YouTube video right now. Maybe I should have. Or just walk through. Say walkthrough. Yeah, that's the thing is, like on the server at least, people are saying that that's a let's play rather than a walkthrough. Okay, well let's just go back and try, and if not, we'll abandon this and find another realm to give it a go. Or we can go back to that place and see if there's anyone
Bella,
there. Yeah. Oh, Austin. Sorry. Also, Apius, did you say you know the
Bella,
name of
can
this?
you hear me?
I can't really hear you, Apius. You're cutting out a lot. It might be a bad connection today.
Hmm. Okay, so what about now?
Um, it's still a little bit cutty, but it's better.
This is infuriating. All right, ask me what it was that you were going to ask me.
You said you knew the name of this particular age realm.
Yes, Ercana,
So,
Ercana.
and is that with an apostrophe in the middle?
Yeah,
E-
Apostrophe Cana.
okay, I can just search for that. Erkana. No, I'm not finding anything if I search on the internet. Cana.
Yeah,
Okay. Cana. Oops. C. Erkana.
yeah,
Yes, I
give that
found it.
a
Oh my gosh,
shot.
yes. Here we are. Yes. So,
Well, don't celebrate prematurely. We know that I found some places that were background on the area. I'm not sure if I found any that actively address the puzzles, but I think we're pretty close in. I mean, pretty far in. I think that we're moderately close to the end of this part.
so do I actually. So, yeah, like where the hell? Um, I'm gonna lose my mind. There's no walkthrough for this. There's no. Ah, it doesn't say anything.
Okay, okay, new plan, and I don't know
Okay,
if you can necessarily hear me without it cutting out and stuff, but
I can hear
if
you.
you can, we we could go back to the place where they were holding that meeting and maybe try to like
Yeah,
snatch away
yeah.
people.
Let's do
No?
that. No, no, no. Let's do
You,
that. I'm giving up at this point. I'm like I can't figure this out on my own. Someone please help us. Um, I do have to say that like I do like how it's almost like there is this online world, and literally the only way you can find out about it is by asking other players for help. And I guess you could watch
yeah,
the walkthrough.
yeah, it is kind of fresh to see something where the answers aren't, readily available online.
To be sure. I'm also hoping that when I manage to do when I start doing my Arcs Fatalis playthroughs, that those will be more engaging than like running around being like, I don't understand how we get through this area. Let's go to Zano's hood. Those must be the remnants from the meeting.
Oh, yeah, I guess it's already over. Um, what was I gonna say? Yeah, so I think that was kind of a problem with Riven and and also Myst was that they came out in the early days of the internet, and people who played it they had to have a PC in order to do it, so they were more likely to have internet, and it became easier for people to just find the solutions to these puzzles that were incredibly complicated and difficult, and suddenly they could breeze through it. Oh yeah, let's go stalk those people. Yes, say hello, fellow humans. Would anyone like to help me with the puzzle? No. Is anyone able to help me with an age question mark? That's a good idea. Because all of these people, I can pretty much guarantee they have beaten this game multiple times over. So they know the
True.
inside and out.
Mm. Yeah, Alfred, I'm having some brioche because I was stupid and I didn't have dinner before I started the stream. Um,
Abjad says, sure. We may want to add him at some point because we've chatted with him in the past.
yeah,
OMG, thank you so much.
let's add him. Yeah, you're right. Um, so it's Ab Jab 2 added
Oh, is it a...
sweet.
Oh, I always thought that his name was Abjad, like the um like the linguistic thing. Um, Abjad, I think, is a writing system that has consonants but not vowels. For instance, Hebrew and Arabic, if I'm remembering correctly. And don't forget to unmute yourself.
That's smart, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Um, yeah, I've gotten some of the turbines working. I just can't figure it out. How do I do that? Sorry.
Hey Alfred, don't feel ashamed for eating ice cream. This is a body positive and like food positive community.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
Yeah, I
actually
also
very, very
like.
passionate about body positivity. Sorry, Apius, I interrupted you. Go on.
It's fine. No. I just like ice cream too. I got frozen custard last week. But not to get too into your own, personal things. I don't know how much you want to share, the but you're not very positive about your own body.
I mean, yeah. I guess as a political movement, and also, yeah, he looks very dapper. This guy in his waistcoat. Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
like
It looks like he's gonna hunt velociraptors.
click
That guy in that?
on
Anyone?
click on left page. Open Relto book. Click on left page and click on me.
The heck?
Left page and on him.
Left page. Click on him.
Oh, I think that's that done it.
Uh,
That should have. Yeah. Oh shit. What? Oh, I'm sharing my book with him. Oh, magic. Oh, we're going,
oh,
guys.
okay. Ah. So he went to your world, I guess. Your Relto, which is the your home base, kind of.
I think so. Yeah. Let's go back there.
Well, okay. That's interesting.
Oh, I see now. Oh my god. So you can like share your own private world with people.
Yeah, that's clever.
That's actually because you just like own your own sort of social online space in this game. That's actually so cool. I love that.
Yeah, I wish it was a little more customizable. If it was like what is it, Animal Crossing or something, where you can decorate it. That'd be cool.
And see, that's the thing is this could be like the online new Rome. It's free. It's the game is free. It's open source. Anyone can use it. And we could all just go in there and like talk to each other in Latin from all. And that's the thing. It could be all around the world. So sometimes, I have friends in China who want to talk to me in Latin, but I'm up at weird hours. But maybe somebody in America is up at similar hours and they can talk. And oh, that would be so good. I should suggest it in the Latin Discord. And also, the game is freezing a bit for me right now. It's being shit.
Yeah, something a little weird's going on.
I might try restarting. I don't know.
Doesn't know how to handle multiple people there. I guess I don't know.
I don't know. Oh God, today's been today has been a hard slog of gaming. Fine. I'll restart.
Let me ask you this: when people write in Latin nowadays, why do they write the letter U instead of just using a V like the Romans did?
It varies depending on dialect.
And
Generally,
same
people.
with the letter J.
Mm,
Really, it should be no, I'm sorry, IVLVS for Julius.
well, I mean, yes and no. I mean, personally, I really don't like the letter J. I think it looks ugly. But so
Hmm.
it varies by a dialect. So people who speak a restored pronunciation of Latin generally will write the U because they pronounce it the same as a U. Whereas in ecclesiastical Latin, like I speak, we write it with a V because we're pronouncing a V. So
Hmm.
yeah, it's one of the reasons why. But the alternative is some people for some weird reason. So Alfred says ice cream and lasagna is his favorite foods. Yo, lasagna is also my favorite food. Shout out. But yeah, no. So
Yeah, really?
yeah, it is. So some like neo Nazis who really like Rome, like ancient Rome, they spell they don't mark the UV distinction, but they spell everything with a V. So there's this guy whose legal name in the US is something Solin in and it's really cringe that he's one of the big people whose name, because my legal name is all Latin. So it's really
Ooh, ooh.
cringe that people like that are also out there giving us Latin name people, if you'll forgive the pun, a bad name.
Yeah, these uh, yeah, it's a shame the you know far right wing people who love ancient Rome because it's really fascinating. But I mean, talk about misinterpreting things. Have you frozen? Did you freeze, Bella?
No, I'm still here.
Okay.
The game
Um.
is freezing.
Oh, okay. Um. The what is it? Um. Oh yeah, like I remember there was a thing a few years back that it was this like Mary Bird related thing they had in um, Roman family in ancient uh, Britain, and the guy in it was black. Just
Oh yeah.
fucking lost their mind, and there were
Yeah.
and here's here's what they meant to say. Here's what they should have said is the uh, oh, this is an example of the media pushing, things like this to be more inclusive and stuff. And you know what? Maybe it was. I don't know. I don't know what was in the creator's mind, but that's not what they said. What they said was that there were no black Romans. And that's just demonstrably false. I mean, we literally have artwork from ancient Egypt, the Fayum mummy portraits of people who look exactly like African Americans I would see on the street nowadays. Um, and it's just very stupid. But yeah,
Yeah, no, definitely. Like, Simon of History Debunked is honestly quite. He did not like that. Oh my god, the game keeps crashing, for God's sake. I feel bad because that guy was about to help
yeah,
us. I might try restarting it again in a second.
yeah,
Because I
yeah.
just don't.
It does make it look like you were asked. Oh,
Yeah, I mean, I'm
yeah, it
sure.
does make it look like you were like, here, come meet me in my world, and then you're like, ha, fucking sucker, and then left.
I really hope that he isn't also trapped in his world because in my world because I'm sure he could get out of it, I guess. But oh God, um,
Yeah, I think so.
should I try restarting again? I just don't know. This has been a
Yeah,
frustrating
give it a
stream.
try and go all the way out. Yeah, try and go all the way out of the game maybe, and then
Yeah.
go back in and see if that works.
Alfred, about the legionaries, yeah. So, like, History Debunk talked about this with me in one of the videos, and about it's like, yeah, they probably wouldn't have been really dark in terms of skin tone, my whole point of view on that is that ultimately it doesn't matter. Like the things, the reasons the Romans are important to us in Britain today is because they left legacy that still impacts us to this day, right? Like we still walk on Roman roads literally in Britain. And the fact that they made straight roads, that all happens whether or not they are black skinned, brown skinned, light skinned, whatever. Same thing with like literature, like the fact that, and I even have a video about this on my channel, like some of the earliest poetry written in Britain was written by Romans in Latin. All of that doesn't change depending on the skin color of the Romans, that their historical legacy that they imparted to Britain isn't really, skin color doesn't matter too much for it. So I don't care that
Well, it
much.
well it does if your worldview is that the Romans were awesome and they did all these things, and surely they must have done that stuff because they were secretly, this their elite ruling class was Nordic, blonde-haired, blue-eyed, people, which is a ridiculous claim, but one that I hear claimed frequently by racists.
Yeah, yeah, it's the old Nazi claim. I'm really getting worried now that we've legitimately just fucked this character, and we have to go back to Bellatrix. Which
No, it'll be fine. Did you X all the way out of the game?
I did, yeah, and it's still being
Hmm.
weird. I don't know.
Yeah, that is kind of weird. We're going to be turning this into a podcast for the duration of this stream for
What
anyone
I
interested.
what I might do, I might show off my Oxford Harris translation because I might as well show it off to someone. And there's
That's actually a
let
good idea.
yeah, let's do that. Screw it.
What a convenient time.
Yeah, I'm gonna
Um,
show off my game, guys. Okay, so this is one of the things I've been doing instead of making videos for you guys. As much as I love all of you, I'm working on a translation of this is my favorite computer game ever, Oxford Alice. So hopefully you guys should be seeing that now. I'm fairly sure that is going to be full screen. Let's see. Because there's like a 20-second delay on the
yeah,
stream.
this company.
So
Oh, there we go. We can, or I can see it at least.
yeah, you can see it because you're watching it live. I don't know for sure if they can, and no, I don't think they can.
Yeah.
So what I'm going to try to do, say Juan needs a full skill. Oh no, it's there. It's there. They're seeing it fine. That's great. Right. So this is Oxford Hallis, guys, and I have been translating it into the Gothic language, like the ancient Gothic language spoken by the Ostrogoths and the Visigoths. So yeah, I'll
Yeah.
look. New Stockings is
Yeah, the
New Stockings is new quest, so I click that, and this is the character menu. If you scroll over the
was that.
character traits like strength,
Did,
mental,
did I?
dexterity. You're cutting out a bit again, Apius. That looks like the head of a Viking ship. The all of this is in Gothic, and so it's interesting you say that because there is some influence of the runes on the Gothic alphabet. So yeah, I absolutely love this game so much, and it's almost ready to go. And I
Okay,
just
I think
love
it's working itself.
the idea of this is that so now I've got this character who's a bit into the game. This is his quest log, so it tells you what he's done before. The very first one that he says is where are we? Clicking on clicking on Muni's.
Yeah, it's got a very attractive writing system, Gothic.
Yeah, I love it. Frankly, it's beautiful. Maybe go to the very beginning. Because these are all instructions for the game. You see, that's why I'm skipping past them.
Yeah, it's interesting the um uh, uh, history of writing and how it changed over time. And there was this ancient Roman writing style for bookhand that was for very sort of luxurious, pretty letters called how is it pronounced? Uncial or something?
Unseal, yeah, yeah.
Is that unseal? And that one became the basis for Gothic and the alphabet as well. So very distinct look to things like the A's, for instance. You can kind of see that in the letter of the top right that's on screen now, in that little window that she has. And you can see that that is clearly an A, but it looks different from our version of A. And I'm interested in calligraphy. I like doing that. And a weird thing about Unseal, is that you have a long flat nib on your pen that you use, and you have to hold it almost exactly horizontal as you're doing it, which is not super easy. And the result of it is that the downstroke looks very thick, and the side to side stroke looks very, very thin. Um, but yeah.
But yeah, Goose, yeah, it is pronounced like the Russian G. The alphabet in Gothic is quite similar to it. So I'll read out one of the quest logs, and I'll tell you what it says. So, this one here that I'm circling with my mouse, Trulla himadaga gamotida, Willi I frion sins sio, ja giva ga borthidaga sinama Willi. I met a troll today. He wants me to be his friend, and he wants me to, and he wants a gift for his birthday, which is very cute. It's a really cute quest.
Oh, that's a nice question.
Yeah, but so the point of it is like, my hope is once it's all done and I release it to the public, is that you can't go to a country where people speak Gothic, but now it's like you can just step into this world and everything is in Gothic. If I want to know what the Gothic word for, I'll just chuck a torch there, or some rope, or a bottle of water. If I'm like, what's a bottle of water? I can hover over it and it says in the corner of the screen, Flaska Wattins, and I can just take that. If I want rope, Sima, I can say Skima, it's a torch. So, it's all very, very fun.
Yeah, initially when you described this, it sounded batshit insane, to be honest. But the more I think about it, it's a really genius idea because I don't know about other people, but for me personally, sitting down and doing worksheets and things, and reading things, doing stuff like that is not the most fun way to learn a language. But couching it in something like this, not only can someone experience it themselves firsthand, but it's a very easy way to demonstrate the language. If, for instance, you wanted to stream it and discuss the different things, and then demonstrate the pronunciations, and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's really cool.
Alfred. So Alfred's asking, which modern population do you think shares the most descent with the Goths? So Masterman is a YouTuber who does this kind of stuff with genetics. Honestly, it's hard to say because so when, for instance, King Theodoric led his army of quote-unquote Goths into Italy, he'd actually gotten soldiers from various regions before, so it wasn't like you had people who all shared similar DNA going with him. There was a lot of variety already, so it's really hard to trace exactly how those genes got into the Italian population. Also, bear in mind that it was really less than 100 years that the Ostrogoths were in Italy for. It's about 50 years, so there wasn't that much time for quote-unquote Gothic genes to get in there. Right, so what we have to do is the king has given us this letter, and this is the letter. So it says, Pog, ik lunzilo starfilfis, wixu gumene usanastata, forta damniata, halum mikile, ja petrolius magena Un fordamianwi ik fagino. So it's saying, Pog, King Lanchai, I need help. The path to the human kingdom is blocked by large stones. If the trolls can unblock the path, I will be very happy, Pog. So we need to give him this letter.
I'm sorry. What is his name?
Masuman. Yeah. Hold on. I'll type
No.
it in.
But what is this guy's name? Pog. P-O-G?
Yeah. So no, not this guy. I'll show you. So the king of the trolls is called Pog.
Wow, that is a interesting coincidence nowadays with all the young hip kids using that term.
He's totally poggers. He's my little pog champ.
Yeah, we need to get audio of you saying that.
Oh no,
fine.
No, we're not doing that.
I'll trick you into it at some point.
Oh god. Right. So yeah, this is the guy, King Pog. So you know he's the king, right? You know he's the king because he's got this little necklace on.
Yeah, that's a pretty tight necklace.
Oh god. So do you remember the guy that I was making fun of, who I knew, who like just lays around all day?
Yeah.
So these trolls, he's like very tall and very fat. So I used to like nickname these trolls Amiards. I said his name. God damn it. Well, anyway, no one's gonna know who he is. That's fine. Anyway, I'm just going through the game because I've played this 100 times before. Basically, what this guy says is that the trolls are on strike, and therefore, so Pog, the king of the trolls, is going to help us to clear the path if we end the strike. And this foreman is like, the trolls are on strike and they're not mining, so you need to help me end the strike. So we're literally like, not union busting, but we're going to end the strike.
This reminds me, there was a very similar thing to this with. This is really weird. There was another game from the early 2000s. This one was a isometric one, not 3D like this, but it was Arcanum of Steamworks and Magic Obscura is the name, and it was kind of a steampunk version of this. And there was a point where like the orcs in it, who were being used as like cheap exploited factory labor, wanted to like unionize and went on strike, and like they had some really cool, the leader of it had some really cool gun, and I was like, all right, here's what I'm gonna do. I'm gonna go in, tell him to like that they need to fight their way out, and then hopefully he's gonna get killed in the skirmish and I can steal his gun. So I convinced them to fight. They go out, they just beat the shit out of the police, and then I talk to them, and they're like, oh, good, now we run this city. And I'm like, okay, what? And then I start walking through the city. Everyone's being, like, attacked and shit. There's, like, bodies everywhere. And I'm like, oh, boy. And I had saved the game right after I did that. And I realized that this, like, the biggest city in the whole game, I had literally, like, fucking destroyed it for this one minor side quest. It is a very, elastic narrative, that game. But yeah. And another side thing, the fact that his name is Pog, it reminds me of the Albanian king, King Zog the First, which sounds like a fantasy type name, but he was almost shockingly bad. I've literally never heard of a king who was so cowardly and awful as him. I'm probably going to get a lot of shit from, like, Albanian nationalists, but what happened was, like, in the lead up to World War II, Italy was like, hey, we want control of Albania and we're going to conquer it. And Zog was like, okay, whatever. And he, like, pretty much just surrendered instantly. And anyone could beat Italy, in World War II. My cat could have beaten Italy. I mean, they were just pathetic as an army. They invaded, like, Ethiopia with fucking, like, tanks and planes and stuff, and the Ethiopians, like, some of their troops didn't even have firearms, and they just slaughtered them. So, but yeah. Yeah, I had a roommate who was Albanian, and boy, oh boy, do they not like being compared to Italians. he was a dirty criminal, as all Albanians are, and the and my his friends would come over and would be like, you know, what was it? Oh, I remember one guy was this older guy who may or may not have been in the mafia, and he was like, hey, you're from Albania. You're basically a fucking gypsy. You should be selling pots and pans out of a covered wagon. You should be reading people's palms in a circus tent. He had the best insults I'd ever heard.
Jesus. So yeah, they're finally letting us in. So now we can talk to the goblins and try to end the strike. That's what's happening.
Mm-hmm.
I'm also going to have to end stream soon
yeah.
because... Oh, sorry, go on.
No, that's good. How much time do you have?
Well, I've got like 10-ish minutes before I have to, yeah. And I'm sorry to everyone that Myst was so awful. Let me just show you real quick how to so we have to get through this level by making the king have diarrhea. It's really fun. So I'll go to his room. Yeah, I'll go to his room and show you how it works. So the king will just not talk to you. So let's go.
Yeah, what is this, Metal Gear Solid?
So right, this is his bedroom. And if we there's a note under his desk, under his bed, right there. And that's the code. That's the code to his I don't know, to his thing. And this is another note. So I need to drop this bone in here and take this. So this piece of paper is a note from his chef, and it says, "O Theodans, þú skalt aga munan ni eudreguin, þú alja warstwigs is swina, jave þú drekes win, þú haves aglan mikela, antilons thus apothecaries things." So it means, "O king, you have to remember never ever drink wine, because you're allergic to wine. If you drink wine, you will have a lot of pain." And signed, your most devoted apothecary. So it's not clear who the apothecary is, but down below we can see that his chef is cooking some food for him, some lovely tasty cakes, and we can go and mess around with these cakes and put some wine in it. We have a flask of Venus, as we see there. There we go. And he's going to, now he's making the cakes with the wine in it. He's going to cook the cakes. And then...
Wow, he's not very observant.
No, well, in the, no, he is observant, because in the audio, I've turned the audio off because I want it to be just Gothic and not English, and the sound is still English for the time being. But basically, in the English audio, he says, the dough looks a bit funny. I must have put too many maggots in. Because the idea is that they're goblins and they're ugly and they just eat nasty, smelly things. So this is really fun.
I have a weird story about eating maggots, believe it or not. When ships were out at sea in like the early age of exploration, their biscuits and stuff that they would bring to ration out would get maggots in them. And at first they thought that they were disgusting and they hated them and stuff, but eventually they were out at sea for so long that they started selling them to other sailors as a delicious sort of spread that you could put on your rations. So yeah.
Okay, so now he should come out. Yeah, because he needs to go to the loo. I know, I love it so much. It's really good. How often do fantasy games involve going to the toilet? Look at that! Look at that!
It's funny you should mention that because
Yeah.
He doesn't seem bothered by you watching him. It's funny you should mention it because this is actually the one game that I remember actually seeing toilets in. I only played a little bit of it, but I noticed it after, while playing the beginning section, and it really makes it stand out how little other games include it. Something that you would think would be a pretty major part of world design.
Yeah, this is true. Let me quickly talk to him
My
and
name
get
is
the skinny.
Shagar. Are you the king?
Can't humans see? Who you think you talking to? Me, king of orcs. I mean, king of goblins at moment.
Right. So, there we go. I need to talk to the foreman. I forgot that. So Alfred has asked, did the Proto-Germanics have stories about goblins, and what are the older stories about goblin type things? So a really good book to read on this is Alaric Hall's book, Elves in Anglo-Saxon England. Really interesting book. Which honestly I can't remember too much about it. But the short of it is, it's complicated, and also it's often very specific. What the meaning of like an elf or a goblin or anything like this is at the time. So I'm going to say I don't know for the time being, and I also don't know specifically what mythologies are around the word
Hungry.
because I think it's boogie in a Proto-Germanic. I don't know what the mythology is around that word, so I'd have to look into it, I'm afraid. I don't know. I know for sure that elves, though,
Yeah,
all
that's
of the
interesting.
Germanic languages, have an interesting history. Elves in
Oh well, just that there remains a relatively strong modern day belief in elves in Ireland. Not Ireland.
Iceland,
that
yeah.
other place. Iceland.
Oh yeah, absolutely.
Yeah.
They won't.
Which I very fascinating.
Yeah, they won't build over a place if they think the elves are not going to like it. You don't mess with the elves in Ireland, in Iceland.
That is very sweet. I love that.
No, I like it too. Weren't elves linked to the spirit of the dead? Yeah, maybe. So I think they might be etymologically linked to the word for white, which in Proto-Germanic is something like alb something. Like in Latin, albus, for instance, is the word for white. So they might
That's
be...
not
Get lost.
at all surprising to me. For instance, I know that there's a history in Britain of the fair folk, they would call them, and that's probably where the term fairies come from. And my favorite short story ever, The White People by Arthur Machen, is sort of related to that, the idea that there are these other entities that we don't even really understand what they are, but that they are referred to as the white people in that story.
Yeah. Okay. Right, now we need to go talk to the king, and he'll let us into the storeroom, and we can end the strike. And where did Tolkien source his vision of elves then? Oh, that's a really complicated subject. So in Geoffrey Chaucer's The Canterbury Tales, I think it's the prologue, the general prologue to the Canterbury Tales, you basically get this idea that in the past there were like dwarves and elves, and there was more magic in the world, but that over time, as Christianity came in, they got better at hiding themselves. So the elves for Tolkien represent almost this like ancient world, which as time goes on is fading away, and that's why in the Lord of the Rings series the elves are departing, right? I think to Beleriand. Okay, so now we can go in. But as for where Tolkien sourced his vision of elves, it's complicated. In terms of like real world analogs,
It's too complicated.
I'd almost say that the elves are meant to be like maybe the elves are meant to be like Rome, ancient Rome kind of deal, perhaps. I don't know.
Well, yeah, I don't know enough about it. Certainly, dwarves were a pretty direct analog for real Germanic, things from folklore and mythology. Elves, yeah, I'd have to look into that. That'd be an interesting question, because it's become so iconic since he did it.
Well, actually, Tolkien got into some flack because well, not he didn't get into flak in his day, but people nowadays have pointed out that the dwarves have a lot of Semitic coding and connotations. Right? So we got to fight this guy, and then we can.
I don't think that he portrays them negatively, though.
No.
The dwarves.
Oh no, he
But
doesn't. And we know
but
this.
I had a.
Sorry.
Sorry, go ahead.
Well, we know
The thing
from.
that I was going to say was actually before.
Oh god damn it! I died. Okay, whatever.
I'm going to be quiet. You go.
No, it's cool. I think I'm going to end stream anyway because it's been a very frustrating stream of not being able to get Myst working. So that's it. That's what it is.
Well, I had
for,
fun. That's what matters.
for everyone who's watching, and also I need to be quiet quite soon anyway. To everyone watching, the new I'm going to be releasing the next discussion with History Debunked, reading over the chapter on criticisms of critical race theory. That will come out Tuesday. As usual, it'll be a premiere, and I'll be there in the comments to talk to people checking in. Sorry, this stream was technically marred, and also that we didn't make any progress with that bloody train area. So, yeah. Interesting point.
I don't think anyone mind.
Yeah, interesting point about Christopher Tolkien, Alfred, and thank you, Just Mike, appreciate it. Yeah, so in future weeks, actually, as soon as I finish the translation, I'm going to be doing loads of streams of this game that I just showed off. So I look forward to seeing you guys. Well, you guys don't have to because it's going to be for the Gothic community mostly, but we can do that then. I will see you guys later. Everyone have a great night. Thank you for putting up with me. Hope you guys have a great weekend. Bye, everyone.
Okay, bye-bye.
Yeah, I assume Apius also says bye. Sorry to be like, right, I'm ending, bye. And
What, did you not hear me?
No, I didn't hear you at least the first time, and I need to hang up the stream so that oh god,
Okay.
I'm a boomer. I'm a boomer right now. Like, how do I end stream? Right. End it.